What is going on, everybody? So I started working on a game over the past couple weeks, and this will be kind of just a dev log. So as of right now, the game's Armageddon. Everything in here is pretty much just a functionality check, making sure everything is bug-free, everything that I have in my mind is working correctly. So everything in here is just more like a setup and making sure everything works. But anyways, let me show you on how everything plays and works out. So originally when you spawn in the game, you'll be at the main menu. I just have it into the test level because it's easier. So I got play, which will create a new game. Loading, which then will go into save games 1, 2, and 3, and they're each separate slots, so you can have a total of 3 save games. Quitting will obviously quit. I haven't set up options yet. That will be coming. So if I go into play, it'll start a new game under game slave slot 1, display a loading screen, and originally you spawn into the first main mission, which then when afterwards every time you spawn into a bunker. So we got the first weapon, you can holster that, you can pick up the second weapon, you can pick up ammo, which we got the counter in the back on the right corner. So when you go over ammo, counter updates. So this is just pretty much like a TV screen that's gonna display some information and possibly give you some choices later. I just picked one of my YouTube videos that I uploaded earlier just to make sure it worked and test it for functions. So as of right now, all the AI, so they saw me, so he'll shoot back. Got a damage screen. So anytime the player takes damage, that will pop up. The health will update. Physics will enable when the zombie is killed. And then they will dissolve. So this guy will be more of a mission objective, like such as like a rescue an NPC. And when he's free, he'll follow you to the exfil. He doesn't recognize zombies or any other except for you. I just wanted to make sure I could get him to follow the player, play the animations, and then later I could add more functionality to him. So as you see, there is this giant yellow spire. So this guy dropped a key for us. So we picked up the key, and as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, the key symbol appeared. So it could have things such as locked doors. This door is locked. So let's say with this door locked, and if you need to advance to the next area, if there was set walls here, you'd have to go and find that NPC with the key. Once you got the key, you're able to go through the door and proceed on to the next area. Another thing that I have would be for mission objective is intel. So anytime you get close to something where you need to pick up, a little pop-up will appear for intel. You can grab that, and I just got a print string to show that it's actually working and collected. And I plan to have like secret areas, so don't shoot. Well, wonder why. And so then this wall will open up. Got this loading animation. So this is just kind of an example of what be a secret area. So I could have something overlap. I could have the player make sure to go to locations X, Y, and Z, and then something else will open up. Enemies will jump up and should jump down if they don't get stuck. There we go. That one has a little trouble. So they can see you, hear you, and whenever they take damage, they also call out to each other saying they take damage. Well, this is kind of dark, isn't it? Good thing we came with a flashlight. This would be another mission objective, would be turning on the power to a certain location. Now the power's on. Once again, this is all pretty much just a functionality test. Making sure everything works, everything is hooked up correctly. So there's two ways. You can either crouch, and you can shoot in the crouch, or you can just jump over. So This hallway looks clear, right? Well, let's say then you get to a certain part in the mission where you have to advance the next area, but then when you start advancing, an alarm will sound or anything could happen. And I got a wave spawner. So it's just pretty much hooked up to a trigger overlap, and it will spawn an X amount of zombies at that area. So like, let's say this door is locked, and have someone spawn with a key, or if I trip an alarm, the waves will spawn. And this is just testing the functionality of zombies going through doors and collision. So we got that tested. And then, so let's say when you're done with the mission, you completed all your tasks, then you could, this car will be an exfil car, either car or a helicopter. I just put it as a car because it's easier to test on the ground. And then create the loading screen, and you'll come back to the home base. And then at home base, once again, everything in here is just functionality, making sure everything works. Kind of just like gray box design. So your sleep and save system will be here at the bunker by this bed. So you'd interact with it, and in the top left corner you can see it save the game, and then by then you can quit, you can resume. So then here is going to be the mission board. So I'm going to hook up a TV screen here showing the map. Press the F key to interact. So this is just a example. It's I'm going to make a map, and then there's going to be these red dots, as you can see in this corner. When you click the red dot, it'll expand a box, and it'll show the mission, the name. It's going to have a little image, a description, and possibly the mission objectives, and you can either launch to that mission, or you can go back, you can exit. Let's say if you wanted to launch the mission, then it'll take you to the next mission, and then it'll play the intro scene. And then you'll be start at the start. It's just an empty level. I just wanted to make sure, once again, functionality. So, if we go back to the main menu, and then if we hit play, I'll go back to our current play at 1. If we load, and loading game 1 will be our current game. I'm going to put information text down here. I'm just trying to work that out. If I go to game 2, it should start us at the bunker, I believe. I think that's how I set it up. Yep, it's at the bunker because I was testing the functionality. So the first one was going to be at the bed, and the second one was in the bathroom area. So we can quit the game, and then it'll take us back to the test. But let's say if the player dies in the game. So generally it would take us back to the level 2, but because I have this set to load this level, it wouldn't, because it's in safe slot 1. So let's say if you go on a mission, running around, and you die. So it enables the physics, and then the death menu appears. You can either retry the start level, you can go back to the main menu, or you can quit the game. And all these buttons work. Oh yeah, the pause menu, just resume, main menu, and quit. So yeah, I think I covered everything so far. That's pretty much just everything that's a functions check. So then, like, let's say with these spawners, so as you saw, you only had one zombie. Well, I can increase it to, let's say, like 20. So I just change this to 20. Save, play. So now 20 zombies have spawned. And they're freaking out because they have them already seen me, and they're trying to warn me because I have the player start off the nav mesh. They're not moving around, but as soon as I enter the nav mesh, they'll start. Someone will start coming. Yeah, they all start coming because they pretty much all saw me. So it can get pretty hectic dealing with all these zombies. able to do it. But let's say if they weren't, if the zombies didn't see me, they'd just be roaming around. And I'll explain in the game on why the zombies don't go after these NPC enemy characters. And there's going to be a lot more of them. But that's for later, going through the story. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try to give devlog updates. I'm going to try to do every month or so. So once again, appreciate you guys stopping by. Take care, everybody. Oh yeah, and one more thing. If you guys want anything implemented in this game, make sure to put it in the comments below. And possibly your ideas could get put in this game. Alright, now have a good night, everyone.